Midfield, number 6, Junior Emily Upstone. Forward, number 7, Junior Hannah Kristoff. Forward, number 8, sophomore Adana Edwards.
I'm gonna pull the men's stats up.
Midfield,
No, I'm not.
Number 9,
Never mind.
Junior Anitra Byfield. Midfield, number 10, Junior Emma Michaela. On defense, number 18, Junior Jessica O'Connor. On defense, number 22, Junior Paige Nagatino. Midfield, number 29, freshman Emily O'Connell. And on defense, number 33, Gabriella Alfaro.
I'm trying to pull up the men's score. So
Nova Southeastern is coached by John Constable.
We can
He's assisted by Corey Hubbardsson.
update on the
and
men's
Reggie
score.
P.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm Chris.
I'm Ian.
And now your starting lineup for the University of Tampa Spartans, who come into tonight's game with a record of 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Starting in goal, number 0, sophomore Megan Farwell. Midfield, number 5, senior Alexa Sheridan.
You have the starting lineup?
Yeah, so everybody here with an asterisk, they're starters. But then that should be updated. I think there's 11. Yeah. Goalkeeper for Nova. This is her first ever game. So that's interesting, straight off the bat. Apart from that, you're welcome to grab facts from my notes. If I had tape, I'd have them all lined up, but it's a brief game. I assume you've done these games before? You've done these games before, yeah?
Just like one.
So they're probably more, do you want to intro the broadcast or do you want me to intro it?
It's up to you. I think you should do it.
Okay.
Number 19, Junior Mason Macedo.
What's your last name, Ian?
Just say Jimire. G-H-I-M-I-R-E.
G-H-I-M-I-R-E. Jamire? And then it's Ian. I'm going to just put it down phonetically so that I remember how to say it. So don't be offended if I get your name wrong.
The officials for tonight's game, Janessa Gunn, Jason Kapinkin, and Ron Thompson.
Awesome. You want to throw yours on just to test levels for me?
The University of Tampa and Nova Southeastern University all promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials.
Just talk randomly so I can make sure you're coming through good.
Alright, you here?
I think we're good. Yeah. Awesome. You can hear me okay? Perfect. Perfect.
Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco and the use of artificial noisemakers are prohibited here at Tampa Stadium. Thank you and enjoy the game.
I don't know when we're on.
I think we're on already.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some Tampa Spartans soccer. Today we've got Tampa Spartans up against the Nova Southeastern Sharks. It's the conference opener for both teams. My name is Chris Hockman. With me is Ian Jamire. Ian, big game today.
Yeah, absolutely. Conference opener. You want to get off on a good start, and it'll be a good way to, and a win would be a good way to get your season off and running right now.
Yeah,
both these teams would want to do that.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to start your season with a win, obviously. Both these teams haven't had a great run lately. Tampa are coming in off a 2-0 loss to number 22 Georgia College, and the Sharks are coming in off a 2-1 loss to number 10 Barry. So they've both played their fair share of ranked opponents. Of course, the Spartans defeated Mississippi College, who were ranked number 18 for their lone win of the season. So they're definitely capable of winning today. These two teams played last year twice, split the results. So this will be a tight one. You got any predictions for us, Ian?
Well, to be fair, I've not really seen much of both teams, but from what I've seen, I feel like the Spartans should be able to come away with a victory. I see them just coming away with a 2-1 victory here tonight. 2-1.
That'd be nice to get some goals in. I'd definitely like to see some goals. I think, yeah, this is going to be a tight one. It should be entertaining. Both these teams are definitely very good. It's a rematch of the conference semi-final last year, and I'm sure Tampa Spartans fans will be hoping that it follows the same way that one did.
All right, and we're off and running here. Nova Southeastern kick us off. Here, playing it all the way back into defense.
Of course, if you're unfamiliar, Nova Sharks are in the Navy. They'll be going from left to right here in the first half. Spartans in all white. They're going from right to left. It's a nice day here by the Hillsborough River. We've got a bit of a breeze coming in, blowing across the pitch, so it might make life difficult for the goalkeepers. Natalia Robayana, the starting goalkeeper for Nova, is playing her first ever collegiate game, so look for the Spartans to put some pressure on her early.
Yeah, absolutely. First game at this level is always going to be tough, and let's see if she can rise up to the occasion.
Yeah, she did well in high school. She was the MVP of her team, which is pretty impressive for a goalkeeper, and so she's definitely capable, but that step up from varsity to collegiate is certainly a pretty big step. So first foul of the game, it's against the Spartans, so Nova will have a free kick here about halfway.
Yeah, and this will be taken by their number 10, Hikila.
Yeah, Hikila from Finland, Torino in Finland.
So yeah, we should, well, Scandinavian countries is Finland, is one of the Scandinavian countries and European country, and she's whipped that ball in really nicely there for her striker there.
Yeah, well dealt with by the Spartans there.
Number 9, Byfield.
And just an update on the men's game, they're playing, same two teams are playing over at Nova Southeastern. It's Nova Southeastern 1, Tampa 0 at half-time over there. We'll try and keep you up to date with that game as it happens. I'm sure a lot of you are interested in what's happening there. Good chance here for Tampa, touch a little heavy. And that's going to get it away. Back to Hikila, who took that free kick. She actually scored a hat-trick for the Finland under-19 national team when they played Northern Ireland, so she's got some talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that speaks volumes itself. Scoring a hat-trick at that level is very tough, and she should be one of the key players that the Spartans should watch out for today, because I can see her causing a lot of threats down the wing.
Yeah, that early free kick was well weighted, well played in. It's only her fifth game of the season, her sixth game of the season, her fifth start, but she's already scored 2 goals. She's been a penalty taker for them. She's converted the 1 penalty she's taken. So I think she's going to be a key player for the Sharks today in what's going to be a really tight match. We're already seeing that, you know, teams struggling to hold possession, both teams.
So a throwing coming in there for Tampa, and we will have a goal kick.
Yeah, just bounced off the striker. Well played there from Nova to kind of force the touch. It's a smart play defensively. An interesting goal kick placement.
Yeah.
I don't often see goalkeepers place it that far down in their 6-yard.
This is like what the game has come to. It's known as a way of playing out from the back, which we see from most of the professional teams nowadays. So we can see Nova Southeastern go and fall. We see them watching those professional soccer players playing that way, and we see them trying to adopt those strategies. But here come Tampa here with
a
number
good early
16,
chance.
which was Libby Wisman. And here come Nova Southeastern on the counter-attack.
Yeah, real end-to-end stuff here early on. It's been exciting to watch through the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, we can see both these teams want to win, get a win on their opening game of the conference.
Yeah, you get that win, you start with the win, you're not starting behind on the season. You want that record to show 1-0. That way you're not playing catch-up early. Of course, these are two teams that are expected to have an impact in the conference tournament. So
a mistake there by number 18, Jessica O'Connor. But here comes Southeastern again. Calls for a foul, but waved away by the referee.
Yeah, it seemed all ball to me. You could definitely see a case for the foul, though, but I think she got enough of the ball there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what the referee's explaining. You saw her making the ball signal to the coaching staff there, and then she's also actually calling for a second ball, as that one kind of got launched into the little courtyard next door to the pitch here.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Got kind of a nice view of the beautiful skyline of Tampa here. So.
And obviously our dorms.
And your dorms. That's right.
Our new building that was built over the summer. The graduate science building.
Oh yeah. So 5 minutes down, still scoreless here. Tampa maybe had most of the possession. I haven't been
yeah, I'd say Tampa have had more of the possession, but Nova Southeastern, they look more threatening when they have the ball. As you can see here, they're breaking away with a counterattack. And here comes number 8, Adina Edwards. She's running onto that, using her pace, trying to get that, but well cleared by Tampa number 26. Taylor Coaster.
Yeah, Edwards was the conference freshman of the year last season. She's played 21 games. This is the 22nd game of her collegiate career. She's definitely one to watch. Had a good year. I think you'd be right. Like the Sharks have looked more dangerous. It's early going though. Tampa have had probably the bulk of possession, and they've had it in good areas. It's just been that final ball that's been missing from the Spartans.
Yeah, the final ball is the key pass that everyone wants to look for, and that's what's going to create your chances. That's what's going to make you score goals, and that's what you need.
I think we saw that a lot in the World Cup, the difference between the teams like France and Croatia. And then teams like Peru and Australia were that they could do that final pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Peru, they had an impressive World Cup. I mean, that was the first time they qualified in over 30 years, but just didn't manage to make it out of the group stage. And as you said, they weren't that clinical in the final third, as you saw their opener against Denmark, where they had bulk of the chances. They even missed a penalty, and then Denmark, they had fewer, but just scored one. And soccer, it's a cruel game. Mm-hmm. You don't convert, you will be punished.
Yeah, and it shows that importance of getting off to a good start, like we're talking about with these two teams today. You know, Peru didn't get off to a good start, then had to play France, who ended up winning the whole tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, and then they finally got it right for Australia when they were already eliminated. But I don't want to talk about that game. So. But another good chance here for Tampa. They're knocking at the door. They're huffing and puffing. Against a goalkeeper in her first collegiate start. It's, you know, you want to test her early. A chance in the box. Well defended though by the Sharks. That's going to go out for a corner. It is. Our
first corner of the game for the Tampa Spartans.
Yeah, you got to make these set pieces count, and this is a golden opportunity.
Yeah, and it's going to be taken by Alexa Sheridan. Will we see a good cross from her right foot for the opening goal?
Yeah, Alexa in her 49th collegiate appearance. she's a phenomenal student as well. She's been on the conference honor roll for the last 2 seasons.
A good-looking ball.
This goes to the far post, big chance. It's kept in, so a chance here now.
That's the first time I've seen the Tampa Spartans look more threatening.
Yeah, there was a little bit of panic there for the Sharks there, but they eventually dealt with it. Keeper seemed kind of stranded, so that's promising for the Spartans. She's, in her first start. I don't think it'll take her long to settle, so you want to try and take it to her now while she's still finding her feet at this level. I was a little surprised when I saw the team sheet and saw that she was given the start since she hadn't played any of the pre-conference games.
Yeah.
And looks like Tampa are going to gather this in. No, well done. Well worked off the ball there by Napolitano.
And here come the Tampa Spartans into their number 7. Here comes...
That's it. Emily Cady there.
A good little nutmeg.
Yeah, got the nutmeg, didn't get anything for it, and that can always be frustrating when you've got the skills to do it and it doesn't pay off.
Yeah, and now we see a more dangerous looking Spartans after that chance, a long throw in.
Yeah, you can see that with teams, you get a chance and it wakes you up and then you start getting more, and it seems like that's what's happened here for the Spartans. Just keeping on the ball. That's going to be a throw now for the Spartans. 9 minutes gone, still scoreless. Throw in coming.
Here to be taken by... Oh.
Yeah, it's on the far side.
And it's another throw in. Again to be taken by Quinn Knapp.
Yeah, Quinn Knapp, she was a 3-year defensive MVP in high school.
So
Was she also captain? This is her 6th game of the season, her 3rd start. Sends in the throw.
She'll be looking to cement her place in that right back position.
Yeah, she's proving herself a dangerous winger, getting forward.
It's a push
It's
there.
an appeal for a foul, it's given. Just a little bit of a push, enough to take the player off the ball. That's all you need. Football's a non-contact sport, so that's going to be a free kick, a much needed relieving free kick here for the Sharks. Chance to get the ball upfield.
The ball being taken really quick.
Yeah, ball's in motion, I think, was the referee's signal there.
So Chris, you were saying this is football. Being from Nepal myself, I used to call it football, but ever since I came here, I've switched to calling it soccer. So what do you think about that?
Look, soccer's a British word, which people don't appreciate. I don't have the big issue. I worked for the United Soccer League for a while, and obviously we called it soccer there. But a big chance here for Tampa. We'll come back to this one. That's it. Cleared away. Oh, great opportunity. Great work there from the Spartans.
And defended well. And was
follow up. Goal! What a hit! Impressive goal there from the Spartans. And it's like what we were saying earlier, you got to test this goalkeeper on debut early. And they've done it. Early goal.
And the crowd has certainly woken up from that.
10 minutes in, we see the first goal. But yeah, just couldn't deal with the ball in. And it was cleared away, but only half cleared, edge of the box. Quick opportunity taken there for the Spartans. And it's 1-0, 10 minutes in. Nice quick start, that'll relieve the pressure. Unfortunately for Robiana, her first real action as a goalkeeper in college soccer is to pick the ball out of her own net. But that's how it goes. You don't get any second chances in at the college level. But that'll be a much needed, much relieving goal
much
for
needed
the Spartans.
boost for the Spartans. It was good, especially being winless in their last 3 games.
Yeah, 3 games winless. But that win was definitely a notable win, being Mississippi College, ranked number 18 at the time, so that is big. And you always want an early goal, relieves the pressure. Makes it easy to play again. That was Emily Cady who got the goal there.
Yeah, and the assist goes to Libby Wisman. That is her 3rd goal of the season.
Yeah, 3rd goal of the season, 4th goal of her career.
Scored by Emily Cady.
And Libby Wiseman, that is her 1st assist of the season and her 3rd career assist. But what a start. Katie, of course, this is her 1st season with the Spartans.
And we have a rash tackle there coming in by number 19, Lacey Nacello, on the Nova Southeastern striker Byfield.
And so yeah, Katie transferred to the University of Tampa this season. She played for FAU her first 2 years. The junior from East Lake College, East Lake, Florida. So
here, how will Nova Southeastern respond to that? It's a good-looking free kick.
Heikala sends it in again. Yeah, real good free kick. Numbers back there for Tampa. I don't think they've shifted more defensively yet. It would be a little early to make a real defensive shift. Maybe a little bit, but nothing serious.
And here we see them. They're looking more comfortable on the ball now, especially after that goal. You see good tackle there by their number 7.
Yeah, it's Katie having a really good game.
Yeah, she's dominating that midfield.
Now she got the ball to Nacella. Nacella has a pretty good record when she plays. When she plays, Tampa tends to win. So she's played 31 times in her career. So promising signs for the Spartans.
Ooh,
just a lack of communication there. Yeah, you gotta talk. Not much excuse for that. The crowd here is a bit of a way away from the pitch, so it's not like the noise of the crowd would have stopped that. Just a miscommunication there, disappointing, and the chance goes away. So the Sharks on the ball now.
Yeah, the Sharks, they'll be looking to get that equalizer, especially considering they were looking the more threatening of the two sides, despite having less possession of the ball.
Oh, heavy touch might let the Spartans off the hook here. Referee playing advantage there. I don't know about that. Just, Tampa kept the ball, but
yeah,
when it's that far in defense, there's not much of an advantage there.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of referees won't play the advantage, so I'm gonna be nice to a referee that actually plays it, because we see too often referees blowing it early. We saw that in the World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rakitic in the final wasn't really happy about that.
Yeah.
Here we have another throw-in for the Spartans.
The Spartans having a good spell here, which is nice. A second would kind of relieve the pressure. People say 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead. I think that's a load of nonsense, to be honest.
In your opinion, do you think a 1-0 lead is?
I think losing is the most dangerous lead in soccer. Any lead is a good lead. So 1-0 is not as good as 2-0 though. So you definitely want a second.
Yeah, I can understand why people say a 2-0 lead is dangerous, because all the other team needs is a good chance, and they're back in the game in the blink of an eye, even though they've not been playing well. It's that it just gives them that boost. Oh, we can actually go on and get another one here.
That's another thing we saw at the World Cup. Russia just taking advantage of people when their focus was down and getting the win and going on to make the World Cup quarterfinal, which nobody saw coming. I certainly didn't.
Yeah, I expected them to get out in the group stages.
Absolutely.
Considering their Confederations Cup issues that they had.
Yeah, exactly. I think all the teams in the Confederations Cup did pretty poorly, to be honest. Of course, a lot of them didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, but here come the Spartans.
Big chance for the Spartans. Good ball across the face.
And here's number 16,
maybe a little heavy.
Libby Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman's having a good game.
She's got
been
support
active
there, but she's not using it. Crosses it in.
Oh, just a heavy
Katie.
Cross.
Goes back to Asgadam, who takes a shot.
Oh, off the head there. That can be unpleasant.
Here comes Katie once more, who wins her side a throw-in.
Yeah, Katie's been very active here in the opening. We had about 20 minutes almost, so she's been dangerous.
You're looking for Katie once more. Good control, plays it back. And here she comes again. No,
oh, that was well left. She's gone down under the pressure. The referee has called the penalty.
It's a penalty for the Spartans here.
Yeah, maybe a tad generous there. That seemed shoulder to shoulder to me, but maybe, you know, we're a lot further away than the referee. So probably a little bit of a clip there is what the referee saw, I'd say.
The penalty kick has been awarded to the University of Tampa.
And here it will be taken by
Moika Morse taking this one.
A piece of advice being given to Natalie Robania.
Number 10, Moika Morse to take the kick.
Yeah, so she has pretty good shooting accuracy, 57%.
Well, the Spartans, here she goes.
There it is.
Great penalty. Keeper, absolutely no chance.
Yeah, 2-0 for the Spartans. That is Morse's fourth goal. She, funnily enough, was born in Seibo, Japan. She's was just from Chesapeake, Virginia. She had a perfect GPA in high school, so there you go. But freshman season, she's already scored 4 goals. That's an impressive return for a freshman.
Here's 17 minutes and 36 seconds when that goal was struck.
This has been a really solid work here from the Spartans. Really good start. That is her first penalty. First penalty taken, first penalty scored. You can't do much better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Great shot in the bottom left corner. Great penalty.
Comes in the 19th minute. Goal again by Moika Morse in the 19th minute.
I asked if you know how to put goals up. All you gotta do is put a plus here and arrow up.
And here comes another shot.
And that'll be, I believe that is the first save we've seen. Maybe, no, second save for Robayana. Been a rough debut for her. 2 goals already.
So, yeah, but nothing she could have done about it.
I mean, a penalty you can't do much about. And then
that great shot where she had absolutely no chance.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for much more on that.
And here come the Spartans once more. If
no,
Katie
just can't keep it in.
Keep that in play, but
good on her for running it down. That's going to help Morse's shots to goals ratio too, because that does not statistically count as a shot. So she'll be happy with that, juicing the numbers a little bit on the penalty. But a 100% record on penalty kicks. I do not have a 100% record on penalty kicks. I can assure you that. So
yeah, absolutely. I still have nightmares from my time when I missed a penalty once. That too in a penalty shootout. Luckily, my team that time was able to pull me through that situation in the SISA semi-final.
That's some stunning footwork there from Askedon there. She sucked in the defense. It's allowed Tampa to retain
possession. There by number 16, Libby Wisman. And here comes Morse. Robayana.
And Robayana comes out well, gets the save. That'll boost her confidence. It's going to take a hit when you concede too early. But like you said, nothing you could do, really. I mean, a penalty is a guessing game. You know.
She gets the right way, but the strike was so good that, I don't think even Manuel Neuer or David De Gea would have kept that out.
I mean, you know, you got to have a lot of reach to get one placed like that quickly, and you know, it's a hard
ball
thing to save.
Distribution there, but slightly went out of bounds.
I'm going to see a few subs here for the Sharks.
Knapp unable to reach to that. You're definitely here. The Sharks need to change up their strategy because the strategy they went in with wasn't really working. They're at all Tampa able to, after the first goal, they were able to dictate the game.
And Jessica Bonen-Clark comes in. She's played 25 games. She's scored once already this season. But yeah, definitely making some attacking shifts here, I think, the Sharks, which they need. They're 2-0 down now. They got to go for it.
Substitutions for Nova Southeastern. Onto the field, number 20, Jessica Bonen-Clark replaces number 6.
There's Emily Upston out, the Australian.
Here comes Askedon.
Also
driving through.
Number 19, Gemma House.
Here comes Wisman looking back for Askedon. Askedon wins it back. So tackled, and then
one Australian for another in that change, because Gemma House comes in from Newcastle in Australia. Played for the prestigious Hunter Sports High School. Here comes
Christoph again. She's got a good-looking ball there.
Chance here on the edge of the box, same spot where Tampa scored their goal. Well defended, great sliding challenge. Oh, and well done. She sucks the player in, makes the turn, which opens up the space. She's going to need some support. Here it comes. just heavy on that second ball.
Here, Morse
That'll
their great
Rabayana.
skill. The person who scored the penalty.
Yeah, did beautifully well.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I would have been able to do that.
I don't have the strength to do that. I can assure you that that
great
midfielder
play.
would have completely held me off. So throw in here for the Sharks, looking to get back into it. They've been more into it now since the goal was conceded, the second, but plenty of time still. We're only 20 minutes into this match, so still 70 minutes to play.
There, Asgadon, great tackle.
Another beautiful challenge. There's been some good challenges today.
Absolutely. Tampa looking the more committed team with more tackles coming in from the box. There, that's going to be cleared away.
Look, the fans might not be coming in to watch beautiful tackling, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to watch those beautiful slide challenges, all ball.
Here we have Coaster on the ball, passes it down to Sheridan.
Sure, now she's going to look forward, I believe. That's
looking for Morse. Scorer of the second goal.
Keeps it in, does very well, wins the throw. Probably not entirely what she wanted. She probably would have preferred it to go around, but keeping possession in a good position is always good. Sharks have to settle it here. Pressure's coming. Yeah, if she settled that sooner, that challenge wouldn't have come in and she would have maintained possession there, but because she didn't want to take the touch.
Looking really comfortable in the ball. She's not afraid to go for it despite her size.
Yeah, it's been good. Like, the Spartans' defense has been aggressive, but in a way that's clean. Like, they haven't crossed the line at all. They've just been committed to the ball. Now, big chance here. They could counter quickly if they can see the pass.
Asgadon.
Yeah,
using
Asgadon.
her physicality.
Oh, the run just stopped there.
Sheridan misplacing the pass.
Yeah, I think Sheridan thought that Nacello was going to keep her run going.
Here comes Christoph, passes it down to Edwards.
Just passing the ball
Good-looking
around
ball
here.
in.
A good ball there from Bon and Clark too. They've been using the wind. It's kind of holding up the ball at the edge of the box, and it's been really helping the Sharks out. Good throw opportunity here for Tampa. Just outside the Sharks box. Just doing us 2-0. 24th minute of the match. Tampa leads. So a throw in here. So down. I'd like to see a bit more purpose in the Tampa throw-ins. They've been great opportunity
ball
here. And you know what? People might not like me for saying this, but that was a push in the back.
Yeah,
and had she have gone down, that would have been a penalty.
That so easily could have been called a penalty.
Like, that was definitely a nudge in the back. Like, it was at least as much contact as we saw given earlier in the match. But she stayed on her feet, which is always good. You like to see people stay on their feet.
Yeah, absolutely. When we say staying on your feet, the person that comes to your mind is Neymar, of course.
Yeah, it didn't help his team out much in the... I think when you get a reputation for that, it precedes you, and you don't get calls you maybe should. So it was good that she stayed on her feet.
Yeah, absolutely. There's stats in the World Cup saying that Neymar spent 17 minutes on the ground.
Well, you know, that's more time than I've spent doing anything at the World Cup, so I'll give it to him. The guy's good if he would quit the theatrics a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's one of those players.
Belgium
that you enjoy
absolutely had
watching.
none of it in that game.
Yeah, it was always... he's fun to watch, but you're right. It would just be nice to see him cut out their theatrics.
Here, good clearance there by Haspil.
Yeah, right into the ball kids, so they're able to regather it pretty quickly, which is nice. Throw in here for the Spartans. So 2-0, looking fairly comfortable. Haven't been really threatened apart from those opening stages.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Opportunity here, but Sharks defense recovers.
Obviously the game's not finished. Anything can happen.
Now, 2 goals isn't that much, you know, and Hazep did well there. She lost possession.
Another throw in for the Spartans.
She did well to recover it, and
on the ball here is number 15. A good pass back into Nap Quinn.
That's a good bit of work there on the left wing.
Good show of speed there.
She did well to get the possession and stay with it. She's probably going to be panting for a long shot, but well done by Megan Brummel.
That was a good save. That ball was traveling and it certainly looked like it was changing direction there.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to swerve on her in the last second, so Brummel did well to make that save there. Transferred from Monmouth University, but she didn't play there in her freshman year, the sophomore, so these are her first games. She's made, that's her first save of the game, so 23rd save of her career. Only allowed 7 goals, so pretty solid stats. She's played 445 minutes coming into this game, so that'll be up to 500 by the end of the day. The Sharks getting a bit more in it, although that's, as soon as I say that, that's my fault. I apologise to all the Sharks fans listening to this one. Good opportunity here.
Here come Morse.
Morse again, another nutmeg, but she just put a little too much on it. Couldn't get on the end of the ball.
Coaster on the ball. Passes it into McDonald.
Substitutions. First for Nova Southeastern.
Number 10, Emma Helkima coming in.
Replaces number 2.
Good distribution of the pass into.
Substitution for Tampa.
So Hamilton came on there for Nova Southeastern. Good opportunity.
Barr replaces number 7, Emily Katie.
Katie off the field, so that'll be good for the Sharks. Katie's been one of the more dangerous players for the Spartans, but replacing her is Elena Barr, freshman forward. This is her 6th collegiate appearance. She's already scored 2 goals, though. She scores.
Yeah, one of them was in the last game that at Pepin Stadium, which I was commentating with Connor. Had a great goal, scoring the equalizer.
Yeah, she's scores with half of her shots, so she's definitely clinical. She was the highest scorer in school history at West Shore High School.
And here she is, going for the ball there, trying to win back. Good pressure.
Oh, that's just a poor choice from the Sharks, but they get away with it in the end. Appeals for a handball from the bench, but not really any.
Coaster.
Passing it down, like you said earlier in the game, playing it out the back has been a big trend in modern soccer these days. You can probably thank Barcelona for that, and
like almost all the Pep Guardiola teams that we see.
Well, that's true, yeah. Manchester City are doing that these days, and of course Spain, when they won the World Cup in 2010, were pretty famous for doing that against a Netherlands side that just tried to beat them off the field, basically. Netherlands probably the best team to never win the World Cup,
yeah, absolutely.
In my opinion.
2014, they did get their revenge, 5-1. They're Louis van Gaal's tactical genius that day.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that's really frustrating. Lately, they've been in a bad run, but the Netherlands are always been a fun side to watch for me. 1974 as well. That team was probably the best team to not win the tournament. Johan Neeskens. It's ball cleared away.
Here, throw in to be taken by McDonald. Back to McDonald.
Yeah, that's frustrating for the Sharks because that was a good bit of defense there from Bon and Clark, but just got no support. So the Spartans get the ball straight back.
Plays it in. The ball played into Asgadon.
Asgadon just can't turn. Did well to keep hold of it. Now an opportunity here on the counter if they can see the right pass, and she's just touch is heavy. That's the ball I wanted her to play. Is send that ball out.
Here come
and find Edwards, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. I think that's going to be a throw. Yeah, well signaled there from the assistant as well. Signals the double touch, and so it's going to be a throw here for the Spartans. Relieves the pressure. That's great defense to win that throw.
Here's McDonald. Goes long once more into Elena Barr.
There's just a lack of pressure on those long balls from the Sharks that they should really be taking. They should really be jumping all over that. because that wasn't a very threatening ball, and it ended up with the Spartans, who have it again. Just all this space to run into.
Poster.
She could run and shoot if she really wanted to. Good ball forward to Morse. Just can't keep a hold of it, but she's doing well, using her strength too.
Asgadan goes for the fake.
Another great turn from Asgadan. She's had a few of those.
Looking to create a chance for Asgadan.
I think she'd do well to turn here. Good job. Didn't need to turn, used her strength. That's going to be a corner.
That's a great play by the Spartans here. You see the crowd really appreciating it.
Yeah, that was a really good build-up. There were a few times where you thought they might have lost it, but they just stuck with it. Seeing a few subs here for both teams. They're on the far side, so I'll get you those changes as soon as I see them. But great work there from Asgadan.
That's for Nova Southeastern. Hannah Kristoff will be coming off.
Yeah, Kristoff had moments here and there. We've definitely said her name a couple times. The Spartans, I think, are going to hold off on making the change because they have the corner and they want to do it with the same lineup. So the corner's swung in here. Goes on top of the box. That's a good take, though, from Rabayana. Those are hard. She was working on those in the warm-up, so I was watching before the game started, taking those high takes. Obviously, that practice worked out. Goalkeeper coach down there in Fort Lauderdale, Reggie Pierre-Jerome, he played for the Haitian national team, so he's got a bit of a pedigree. Actually, saw him play in San Antonio back in 2010.
Olivia Graham replaces number 7, Hannah Kristoff.
So Olivia Graham was the one that came on for Kristoff.
There's Elena Barr.
Onto the field, number 26, Deja Holman.
And Deja Holman
replaces number 8.
Comes back into Asgadan.
Deja Holman might be familiar to soccer fans here in Tampa.
Going for the shot. Great shot. Oh. Was it over the line here?
No, not over the line for me. Obviously, we don't have goal line technology here in the University of Tampa, but for mine, it just didn't look right. Yeah, you know, it bounced down, bounced forward, and then out.
What a shot by Asgadan. She's really known for that, and no pressure once again by Nova Southeastern.
Yeah, they're just giving way too much space there, edge of the box. Tampa will take it every single time. You give them that space, they're going to take it. So Deja Holman, one of the subs that just came on for the Sharks, she might be familiar to soccer fans in Tampa. She was a Hillsborough County All-Star in high school. She's here in her freshman season. Already her 6th game. She played a full 90 against Kings. Corner comes in, far post.
Great ball in. Number 19 there.
Yeah, well defended.
Unable to direct that goalwards.
Well defended there from the Sharks because it just put bodies in the way, kept the Spartans out. And again with these short goal kicks, it's working out so far. The Spartans haven't sort of taken that out yet. But I don't think it'll be long.
Fancy
I could see a foul there, yeah. Just that footwork, like you were talking about, just sucks them in, gets the foul. Update on the men's game, still 1-0 to Nova Southeastern.
Substitution
in the 70th minute. Tampa sub was just made.
On the field, number 27, Julia Detweiler.
So Julia Detweiler comes in.
Replaces number 5, Alexa
Townsend, Sherry. Delaware.
And here come the Spartans once more with Libby Wisman.
Just past. Too quick. Will she play it in the middle? I think she should cut it back. Ooh. She doesn't. It's going to be a corner though. I think the better move there would have been to cut it back to the penalty spot. You had players running in, and there was just no pressure on that runner coming in. It would have been a really, really good move to cut it back. But here we are, 10 minutes to play. We're about to see a sub.
Lauren McDonald goes to take the corner.
So Spartans making the change.
Your Spartans looking more comfortable. They're sending numbers forward here despite having a 2-goal lead.
Just too close to the keeper. It's been kind of the play from the Spartans on the corners. They've been trying to play it in the 6-yard box. Makes for a close range shot. But, I really hate that goal kick. That's real dangerous goal kick there, playing it across your face so deep in the goal. All it needed is a Spartans player to run across it and there's a tap in. I wouldn't be surprised to see a discussion at halftime. Never, ever, ever. I played goalkeeper. You never, ever take your goal kicks across the face like that. And a foul that'll allow the Sharks to clear. But yeah, Tampa been on top.
Yeah, it looks like it'll
2-0.
be taken by Amber Hamilton. Tampa looking they're looking comfortable whenever they have the ball. They look more likely to make that 2 into 3 rather than Southeastern turning that 0 into a 1.
Yeah, next goal is going to be crucial. If Tampa score it, you'd say this is done. Even with this much time to play, a 3-0 lead is going to be hard to overcome. But if the Sharks can get it, we've really got a game here. So it's going to be really interesting here.
Well, before the game, I predicted a 2-1 scoreline, so
yeah,
I'm
you
still
could
on
prove
track.
prophetic. You're looking good. It's a good chance here. Just bodies well shepherded off. It's going to be a throw. Good work there from the refereeing crew too, discussing it with each other subtly. Oh, just ran out of field.
Good
That's
fancy
unlucky,
footwork there
unfortunate.
by Julia Duttweiler.
So if you guys have any
Here
questions,
she is on the ball again.
feel free to tweet them at me, at Chris H Sport. I'll answer some questions if you want to throw them at us. So sub here for the Spartans. It's going to be Askadom coming off, which will relieve the Sharks because she's been really good.
Onto the field, number 22, Sid Griner.
Yeah, Sid Griner coming on.
This is number 12, Nastasia
The
Asgadon.
35th appearance in her career. She scored 1 goal, had 1 assist. Big chance here for the Sharks if they can get possession. Does just enough using strength, but just doesn't have any support. Looked to the assistant as if there was a foul there, but I didn't see anything there. I think it was just good, strong football from both teams. So ball sent in. It's cleared away, and that's going to be a throw for the Spartans. So a nice relieving throw. We are at the 39th minute here in the first half. It's Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0. I think it's going to be too much on that. There is. So it goes out for a goal kick here.
Tampa not really looking too threatened despite the 1 shot that Megan Brommel had to save.
Yeah, I mean, if we run over some stats right now, it's 5 shots to 1, 4 shots on target to 1, 4 corners to 0. I mean, in every statistic, the Spartans have been dominant.
Yeah, except in the saves department.
Well, you know,
see.
that reflects the dominance, doesn't it? I mean, the only stat that you'd probably like to see the Spartans change is fouls. They're 5-1 up on fouls. That's, that's leaning too far for me to the Spartans.
At least it shows you're committed.
Yeah.
Ready to win that ball.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, Tim Hankinson, who people may know.
Will we see another foul being... No.
In fact, people in Tampa Bay soccer will probably remember Tim Hankinson. He was the first coach of the Tampa Bay Mutiny back in the MLS days. He's a friend of mine, and he used to always complain when his players weren't getting cards. He didn't think they got stuck in. So fouls do show some commitment. So you're right on that one. He actually just got a job. He's coaching the Chattanooga team in USL Division 3, which... I can inform you will have a real name soon, but I can't tell you what that is.
Tampa looking more and more comfortable on the ball, but here comes Southeastern, and well defended there by their number 8, Knapp Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn Knapp.
Quinn Knapp. She's had a great game. Stands up well on that one too. Doesn't slide in, just stays on her feet, lets them make the mistake. Good opportunity here. Can Knapp get it? She can't, but it's going to be too heavy a touch. Chance to clear for the Spartans, and too heavy a touch. Disappointing for the Sharks there. I really thought that was a chance to go for it, but unfortunately it just doesn't come out for them. We're looking for a ball.
Looks like a throw-in for the Spartans.
Oh, we got it. I think
Going long once more. And we have another throw-in.
we're really doing a good job trying to keep the game moving. It can be very tempting on hot days as a ref, as someone who was a ref at the 2nd division in Australia, 3rd division in Australia. It's you You can want that rest in the 41st minute of the game.
Yeah. Well, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go until the end of the first half. We have Tampa leading 2-0. Here, goals scored by Moeko Morse from the penalty spot there, and the first one was scored by, if I remember correctly, it was by a person not on the field right now, as of now.
You are right. Yeah, it was a sub. I am racking my brain for who that was. It's because I didn't update my stat sheet. That's what's messing you up. That's my fault. But dream start here for the Spartans. They scored early, 10th minute. Got that opening goal. Great shot from distance. And then second one came from a penalty, sort of midway through the half. 2-0.
It's Emily Cady with the goal, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. It was Emily Cady.
The first one, great shot.
Third goal of the season, fourth goal of her career.
A great play by the Spartans. They're defending really well, going for another counter-attack.
Oh, it's well defended by the Sharks. There, sort of stands up, keeps the pressure on.
There, Taiwo clears.
Yeah, they have a similar hairstyle from this angle sometimes. So I've got to be honest, that's how I usually tell players. It's by their hairstyle or their boots, but everybody's wearing those nice white Nike boots, match the white uniforms. Great chance here for the Spartans. Good through ball. She's just left it behind her. Did Julia Dietweiler. Unfortunate, because that was a great opportunity. Beautiful through ball.
Spartans once more.
Sharks, really good ball there.
Taylor Coaster unable to.
That was great work from Deja Holman.
Here come the Spartans once more, launching a counter-attack.
Just
good play there by Quinn Knapp.
I've been liking Holman here for the Sharks. She's been really active, really eager to get the ball and get this ship right. But it's been a bit of a dream first half here for the Spartans. They've looked barely troubled, just facing one shot. Well saved by Megan Brummel as we enter the final 90 seconds of the half. It's good work there from Gemma House, the Australian, out of Newcastle.
She's looking for the pass, but having no runners onto that. Megan Bromwell will.
She'll take her time, pick that up.
Remaining in the first half.
So we hit the final minute of the first half. It's been a perfect first half for the Spartans.
Yeah, they'll be happy going into the break. This game, since normal work for them, probably would have been easier than they expected.
Yeah, I think they were expecting the Sharks to really come at them. They've scored 20 goals this season, the Sharks, despite their 3-3 record. Well, that's not a great ball across, but the Spartans will keep possession. Lost quickly. Good way out here to Holman, trying to run on it. Headed away, good work there. That was good work from McDonald.
And then here come the Sharks once more, looking to get in.
Strong defense there from Taiwo.
And there will be a goal kick.
We've mentioned Taiwo's name a lot in the last few minutes. She's been really strong defensively. They're not even going to send this goal kick in.
This will be the end of the game.
And so that's half time here.
End of the half, I mean.
In Tampa. And it is 2-0 to the Spartans. So we will see you all in about 15 minutes for the second half. Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0.
They fixed it. They put 75 in.
I love being a Spartan. I love being a Spartan. I love being a Spartan. I love being a Spartan.
I love being a Spartan because I love Tampa.
And because of all the opportunities available for me here.
And because of the gorgeous campus.
Because the people are great, the campus is great, and there's a million majors to choose from.
And because of the large diversity of students.
Amamos UT por todos los amigos que hemos hecho.
And because even though we come from all parts of the globe, we stand as one.
Because everyone's free to be who they are.
For their support of veterans.
Because we're like one big family.
That's my second home away from home.
Because all the professors are really great.
And everybody on campus is super friendly.
Because we found each other.
I love being a Spartan because the student body is as warm as the weather.
Because I hate snow.
I love being a Spartan because of the small class size.
And because of the amazing athletic training program.
Because of the College of Business. And because of the banging UT music program.
And because we can build close relationships with our professors.
Because the marine biology program is great.
And because they have a very hands-on film program.
Because of the pre-vet program and the campus is fantastic.
Because the art program is awesome.
Because of the education program.
I love being a Spartan for intramural sports.
Because of cross country.
Because the men's lacrosse team is going to win a national championship. Let's go, baby.
Because I love being the mascot.
It's because the swim team's awesome, our coaches are great,
and we get to train outside year-round.
Because I get to coach one of the best lacrosse teams in the country.
Because they have our crew team.
Because of the women's soccer program.
And because there's so many awesome ways to get involved on campus.
Because of all the leadership opportunities, like student government or student productions.
Because there's Dairy Queen on campus.
And because I get to decide who I am.
Amazing new iPhone 8 is at AT&T, and we know you'll love it.
Because we know you want more.
more great camera features, and more power.
And more than just unlimited data, we give you unlimited plans with HBO included for life.
Because you deserve more entertainment and more spokespeople.
Talking like this, saying the word more.
AT&T.
It's time for more. Am I too close? I feel like I'm too close.
Get the iPhone 8, and with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life, only from...
The sub-above difference is giant. Giant hearts, giant differences, and giant wins. On Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, 100% of sales go to a great cause in your community. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub.
Oh yeah? Do they allow slide tackles in college?
They don't allow it.
Oh, you don't allow it for men's?
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Victoria and I'm a junior studying communications. Today we're going to be visiting some of my favorite off-campus spots that make the Tampa Bay area special. A short walk across the bridge from campus, you'll find Curtis Hickson Park. Located in downtown Tampa, it serves as a popular spot for concerts and festivals. Next door is the Tampa Museum of Art and Glazer Children's Museum. In addition, check out Tampa's Riverwalk, a downtown biking and walking trail that links 5 museums and 7 parks. Just a couple of blocks away is the historic Tampa Theater, a restored movie theater from the 1920s. Tampa's downtown business district, with 18 skyscrapers, is a great place for internships. From here, catch a trolley over to Ybor City, Tampa's historic cigar-making district. Along with lots of restaurants and music venues, Ybor offers a movie theater, museums, shops, and an active nightlife scene. In the mood for some shopping? Take a stroll through Hyde Park Village, an outdoor shopping district with high-end shops and restaurants. For a more traditional experience, International Plaza and West Shore Plaza are both within 4 miles of campus. All shopped out? Nearby you'll find beautiful Bayshore Boulevard, home to the world's longest continuous sidewalk. This 4.5-mile path is ideal for walking, running, or biking, and keep an eye out for dolphins and stingrays in the bay. Any hockey fans out there? The Amalie Arena is home of the Tampa Bay Lightning. In addition, the arena hosts over 150 concerts and events each year. If football's more your speed, come see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Raymond James Stadium. Just across the street is the spring training facility for the New York Yankees. Catch a game when they're in town. You can get close up to nature at Tampa's Lowry Park Zoo. Enjoy the tropical setting while viewing more than 1,200 animals ranging from tigers to chimpanzees and to manatees. Be sure to also check out the Florida Aquarium, an award-winning facility with 20,000 fish and aquatic animals from ecosystems around the world. If you're a thrill seeker, then Busch Gardens has you covered. This popular amusement park features 5 top-rated roller coasters and animal exhibits. We've saved the best for last. The Tampa Bay area has some of the most beautiful white sand beaches in the world. Clearwater Beach provides the perfect spot to swim, relax, and hang out with friends. Here we are, back at the absolute best spot in town, UT's campus. I hope you enjoyed getting a taste of what makes this area so exciting, and that you'll soon join us here in the beautiful Tampa Bay area.
That's it, I missed something, so
Nada. Nada. Empanada. It's Mr. Empanada to you.
Now serving up scrumptious empanadas in convenient Tampa Bay locations. Mr. Empanada.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, we come from a place that lives by one simple truth. Living good feels good. It guides how we work, how we play, and how we eat. Like our new tropical tacos with chicken or fish, cilantro lime spread, and Caribbean salsa. Any two just $4.99. Get a taste of the good life and discover how good it makes you feel. Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
I live out near the airport, so. It's pretty well lit down here,
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for a brief moment as we continue to raise awareness for versus cancer. It is hard to imagine the versus Cancer.
I don't think the game goes out.
First game Monday.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all those who have been affected by cancer, either as a current battler of the disease, a survivor, or a caregiver, to please stand.
0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste.
Tony, T-H-O.
Cece, glad you made it. Ricky wins again.
Oh, what is this place?
Iowa, only with maximum Pepsi taste and 0 calories.
Whoa.
I'll have over to
/UT-soccer. That's team.curethekids.org/UT-soccer. Versus Cancer, in partnership with the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, ensures that half of every dollar raised goes to a local childhood cancer hospital in our community, and the other half funds research at the national level.
They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only
Yes, welcome back. Here we are, Tampa 2 over Southeastern. Now Chris Hockman with Ian Jamire with you here. And Ian, a good first half for the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. They look, despite the rough start that they had, I mean, they came into it, got 2 goals there by Katie and Morse. This is a great display. I don't think you could have asked for anything better than that.
Yeah, I mean, the Sharks, like you said, started well in the opening stages, but the Spartans really came out and put the pressure on, got a goal in the 11th minute, and then never looked back from there. And here they go, starting the second half strongly as well.
So yeah, I think the Tampa crowd here will probably be hoping for more of the same.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You want to try and keep things going 2-0. I mean, another goal would probably seal it, but you don't want to get complacent. Oh, that was a very physical challenge there. Just kind of stayed standing while the player ran into her. Definite foul. Referee keeps the cards in the pocket, but I've seen them given.
Yeah, and free kick here to be taken by Hakila once more.
There's a free kick coming in. Hakila of Finland. We'll send this in. She had some good ones in the first half. Wind sort of swirling around a little more here in the second.
She definitely looks like the set piece specialist for this team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she looks in control, but the Spartans have defended it really well.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do when nobody's going forward to back it up, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And here come the Spartans once more on the counter-attack, looking for a through pass.
A little sloppy from both teams here to start the second half.
Ooh, and it's a bad pass here, and here comes number 10, Morse, the penalty scorer. She goes for the shot, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was intended as a shot, but just curled away from goal. You can see the way she hits the ball. She gets her foot under and around it, and she's just come too far around on the right-hand side of the ball when she probably wanted to hit it on the left-hand side of the ball, which would be what curls it towards goal. Because she's gone and hit it on the right-hand side of the ball, it curls away. Oh, and that's a worrying sign there from Robayana. She's gone down on a sort of loose patch of grass. You can see her. So hopefully she'll be okay.
Yeah, she looks fine.
She's walking it off, but she was looking a little worse for wear on that one.
Oh, her first competitive game.
Yeah, first
she
game
looks
at this level.
She looks comfortable on the ball. She looks like she knows what she's doing. Despite the 2 goals, I mean, which you can't really do anything about it. I mean, she's had a great game.
It's going to be rough for her on the score sheet, because statistically she'll be credited with 2 goals against. But I mean, no one's saving those. That first goal was just a rocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Katie, and then the second was a penalty, and you know we all know that's just a bit of a.
And here,
a tough one. Chance here for the Sharks,
Southeastern.
But there's no one support, and that it's going to let the Spartans out of jail.
Here comes Aquila, back into their number 18, O'Connor.
Yeah, her run's just a little on the slow side, and that kind of made that go
Good
away.
hold-up play there by Morse, looking for the free kick. Asgadon. Libby Wisman, I believe, looking for Morse. But well, run out of play there. Attempt a throw in, won by Morse against the number 14 of Nova Southeastern.
Tampa Hamilton. So throw in here for the Spartans. Looks like it's going to be a long throw. Just wanted to get above it. She kind of threw it late.
Taiwo playing it back in. Good header there by Knapp.
Did well.
Asgadon, good turn.
Great turn, and she has support. I'd like to see her try and turn back. Instead, she plays it off the defender, and that's going to end up being a Sharks throw. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Asgadon take another turn there. Turn back. Sometimes it's counterintuitive, but it's often the right move. You turn back, you open up the space, your defender kind of slips over, and you're given space to get the cross in. Needs a second touch there from the Spartans. They get it,
here
but just a little heavy. Can't find Alexa Sheridan.
Here comes Edwards, who's won her side to throw in.
Sharks starting better.
Yep, 5 minutes gone of the second half. Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0.
It's a good touch there from the Spartans. It keeps it safe for the Sharks. who will get another throw. Just much too powerful. You've got to be thinking about how much weight you're putting on the throw. It's headed down. Bounce doesn't fall favorably for the Sharks, and the Spartans come away with it. They'll play it back. It's Taiwo. Taiwo's going to go on a run here. They've given her the kind of space, and she can run. She makes that turn that I was talking about. You make that turn back, sucks the defense, gives you more space. The Spartans are under no pressure to score. They just want to keep possession as long as they can. Third goal would be nice.
Tampa's playing with a back three here this game.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it as a back four at times when they don't have the ball. And when they have the ball, they'll switch to a three as we see one person come forward. So now we see there Quinn Knapp comes back to make it a four again. Certainly the shape of the Spartans has been more discernible than the Sharks, as there's an opportunity here for Morse.
Yeah, we see more tactical flexibility.
Yeah, you just like the lineup, like the shape from the Sharks has been really hard to tell beyond their front too. Like it just seems a little disorganized, and we got a good view up here where we can see the shape, and I can't tell what formation they're playing. It's almost like a 4-2-2-2, which is a formation I've never heard of, so could be what they're playing. But I don't know many teams around the world that play a 4-2-2-2. It's just way too narrow.
The one I know is Red Bull Leipzig.
Oh yeah, the most hated team in Germany.
Red Bull absolutely.
Leipzig. My team in Germany finally got promoted to the Bundesliga this year, so I'm very happy.
No.
FC Nürnberg.
Well, we know that it looks like it's going to be Bayern Dortmund race this time
let's face it. It's, may as well.
Usually, like Bayern run away with the league.
Just hand Bayern the trophy now because they.
But I see a good chance for Dortmund this year.
We'll see.
Lucien Favre, and also most of you might know him as the Balotelli Whisperer, getting the best out of Mario Balotelli. Not what most coaches struggle to do.
He did. I think he had a good run at Liverpool when he was out there.
So you're back to this game, and Tampa looking to counterattack, and they win themselves a throw-in.
The U.S. men will be coming to Tampa in a little while. They're going to be playing a friendly here out at Ray J later in the year.
Yeah, against Colombia, I believe.
Yeah, you can see James Rodriguez, Juan Cuadrado,
and Radamel Falcao, the core of the Colombian team.
Going to be a good game to see, assuming Colombia. Another goal kick that she takes across the face. I would really encourage Tampa to jump all over that. Great work there. That's beautiful work from Quinn Knapp. She's had a great game. Just can't feed the ball through there.
She looks absolutely knackered.
Askadom, she really does. She might have gotten a little winded there somehow.
It's a great ball in.
Comes up. It's going to fall favorably here for the Spartans. I would have liked to have seen a touch there.
Great good shot by Morse, unable to connect cleanly to it. And here she comes again. Edward.
Swung in by Knapp, cleared away.
Looking at the wrong side here.
Oh, I do it all the time. It's, been doing this for years and I still look at the wrong side.
Here, good physical play there by number 19.
That's really beautiful work there from, I believe that was Emma Haikala. She's been the star for the
Taiwo and Askadon looking in real control of there.
Taiwo doing really well in that sort of holding mid spot and back to the center of defense. She'll often go forward, be that number 6, I should say, holding midfielder, and then cut back to a number 5 spot. But she's done a good job at transitioning the team from defense to attack.
Yeah, that is one thing. That's what position you need, like a player who can do that, turning defense into attack.
Especially if you're going to pass out of the back, which, is always a good way to play, an entertaining way to play at least.
Well, we saw a lot of that with Belgium, their counterattacks in the World Cup. Absolutely, they gave it to Japan and Brazil. There especially. I don't think, I mean, Japanese hearts were absolutely crushed with that move.
Look, I'm a big fan of Asian football, obviously being from a country that's in the Asian Football Confederation, so I was pretty disappointed to see Japan go out on that one.
Yeah, when they had a 2-0 lead here, remember, and then they blew it in 20 minutes.
They only need 1 minute.
So is it likely we can see something similar like that?
Look, you know, obviously fans of the Spartans are going to hope not. Look, I don't think a Sharks goal would really liven things up here, and you'd be right on your prediction, so, you know. Oh, a little bit of displeasure shown there. But right decision for me.
Yeah, Katie definitely not happy with that decision. She wanted it her way. I mean, that's what happens. Like, you want every decision to go your way, and if it doesn't, you'll be like absolutely mad at the referee.
Yeah, I never think a throw-in's worth getting angry about, to be honest. I don't see many goals scored off throw-ins. Opportunity here again for the Spartans.
Good creative play
they need the numbers. Great work there defensively. I believe that was Amber Hamilton. She was on the conference honor roll last year. Amber Hamilton. Says her favourite food is salad. Which I get, there's a lot of diversity in salad, you know. So good throw-in opportunity here for the Spartans. Well thrown, but just can't control it.
Missed kick there by number 18.
Yeah, the missed kick gets Westman get it, but unfortunately last touch there's too heavy. And the Sharks will have a chance to clear here. 2-0 Spartans, just over half an hour to play in this match. Spartans looking comfortable, been really troubled, just one save to make, one shot on goal from the Sharks, who really need something to change. I think the Sharks should probably start looking at the bench soon, but they probably start at the half with their best 11, and so would be reluctant to switch that out, chasing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to take time for the players to...
But I think they're playing with a back four, and I'd like to, at this point, see Nova Southeastern switch to a back three, although they might get caught out here if the ball can be spread wide. They find Libby Wiseman there, but she just can't keep a hold of it. That was the pass I wanted. I wanted Wiseman on the ball, but it just didn't work out. Throw in here for the Sharks. Yeah, I'd like to see an attacking change made here by the Sharks, you know, switch that back four to a back three and go for it, because this is, you know, there's no goal difference in NCAA.
Good play there by Morse.
Yeah, great opportunity here. Morse footwork again, but just doesn't get the support she needs.
Here, Tampa, they're probably going to be a little bit, they look starting to get a little more conservative now, especially with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you see that back four becoming a back five at times for the Spartans, and it's, you know, it's gonna keep them in control of the game in a lot of ways. But they're just not pressured. Like, why should the Spartans go forward? They're 2-0 up. The pressure's on the Sharks. The Sharks are the team that needs the pressure. You know, so we'll see here. But an opportunity now. Run coming in from Weissman. That's the run she tried to find, but it was blocked by the Sharks defense. Appeals for a foul from the Sharks bench, but yeah, for me, there's nothing there. Referee agrees with me.
The wind slowly.
Yeah, wind picking up here, which is going to hurt the Sharks chasing the game. We're going to see a sub here for the Spartans. Real quick change. I think that's Julia Detweiler coming on there. Sophomore midfielder from Townsend, Delaware. Born in the St. Pete area though. Transferred from Delaware State University.
On the field, number 27, Julia Detweiler. Replaces number 5, Alexa Sheridan.
There you have the confirmation. Sheridan going off for Detweiler.
It's always good to know you're right when you see those subs on the outside of the ground, you know. Big thanks to whoever's choosing the number colors for the Tampa Spartans has nice deep red numbers that I can read from this far away.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes life so much easier.
Not every college thinks that much about it. That's just smart play. Doesn't have to pick up the ball. It's not considered time wasting until she has the ball in her hands.
Yeah.
So if they're not going to pressure it, why should Bromwell pick it up?
Yeah,
They got a 2-0 lead. Sharks need to do the pressuring.
The player was offside, so that's why she didn't go for it. I believe that was Edwards. Here trying to get the ball, but it will be another throw-in for the Spartans. We will see another substitution.
Yeah, another change here for the Spartans. Just going to sort of do those changes every now and again, I think, here for the rest of the second half.
Yeah, just to freshen up.
Might be Lisa Capara.
On the field, number 25, Lisa Caprera.
Senior forward from New Providence, New Jersey.
Emily Katie.
Transferred from Palm Beach Atlantic University.
Yeah, Emily Katie goes off, scorer of the first goal.
Yeah, absolute rocket. Do yourself a favor. Check that out. Someone from the Spartans needs to send that out to Sports Center. Decent strike.
Hopefully we'll play in the women's MLS team.
Yeah, got Orlando Pride, not that far away, just up I-4 from here, who just let go of their head coach, friend of mine, Tom Samani. So sad for me personally, because Tom's a friend, but
here come Nova Southeastern trying to get back into the game.
Probably the right decision for the Pride. They didn't make the playoffs this season, so disappointment on their part, especially with a strong squad that they have over there. Marta, one of the best players of all time, playing for them. So, if you get a chance next year, go check out an Orlando Pride game. You'll definitely see some of the best players in the world.
Collision there by two players. Julia Duttweiler.
It's one of those things where you can't avoid it and you make the contact. It's the right decision from the referee, but it's unfortunate. The referee now going to have some word over here with the coach. No, like I haven't seen much that, really needed to stop the game there for that. But, like the assistant could have dealt with that, but they don't have, I don't believe they have the earpieces to have like a chat with each other. But for me, that didn't need to have the game stopped, although there was a player down anyway.
27 minutes left of the game.
If I was the Sharks coach, I'd be calling for the clock to be stopped with the player coming off due to an injury. Of course, NCAA very serious about a head injury, so she will have to go off, be replaced while she's off, and get a concussion assessment, even if it's not for a head injury. They just want to be serious about this thing, so
that ball will be out of bounds.
With NCAA allowing an interchange system in the second half, you can come back on. If you're not familiar, first half you can't come back on.
Substitutions for Noah.
Second half you can. The exception to that is if you're injured.
Replaces number 34, Olivia Graham.
Australian Gemma House comes on there for Nova.
13, Mackenzie Raymer replaces number 14, Amber Hamilton.
And Mackenzie Raymer comes on for Amber Hamilton.
Here we have the Spartans on the ball once more. Good fancy footwork there by their number 26,
throws
Lisa
given to the Spartans.
Caprara, beg your pardon. It'll be a free kick, I believe, or throw in. Yeah, throw in for the Spartans.
Yeah, just kind of ran out of field space, really. I don't know if there was much in that, but an opportunity here for the Spartans to get the ball forward.
Substitution for Tampa.
Looping throw.
Number 4, Ashley Laleza replaces number
Ashley
26.
Laleza comes in, first involvement we've seen from her today. She transferred from Campbell last year.
Just an update on the foul stats here. 1 foul made by Nova Southeastern, 9 made by University of Tampa.
Yeah, definitely getting stuck in. the Spartans. That was the 9th foul.
And no offsides in this game, none whatsoever. That's quite surprising.
Yeah, it's rare, although both teams are kind of playing a deep line, neither play an offside trap. It happens from time to time. But I remember seeing an NCAA Division III championship game where there were no offsides, and I talked to the coaches after the game, and they were like, oh, yeah.
And here's Asgadon on the ball.
Oh, another beautiful ball from Asgadon. She's been great.
Absolutely, her shot coming off the crossbar.
Oh, yeah, to Kapara. That's true, yeah, she had that great shot off the bar. Going to be a corner. It was almost too good a shot, the one that came off the bar, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Robiana should be thanking her crossbar for that. Or else it could have been the third one let in.
I'll put that crossbar in the Nova Southeastern Hall of Fame.
Well, it's not helped them that much, obviously, with 2 goals.
Yeah, 2-0. We're about halfway through the second half.
Another corner here for the Spartans to be taken by.
And so watch on this corner, we see Tampa placing a player right in front of the goalkeeper. It's a legitimate move, but it takes out a player, it draws a defender. Good opportunity here. Can she get the tap in? Well saved.
Oh, and it's back in play, and it's a third one in. By Tampa, Julia Duttweiler, I believe, got that goal.
That's the second goal for Tampa that really comes off missed clearances. And you've got to feel for Robiana there. She made a great save to keep the earlier one out, but just couldn't keep them out again. The Sharks just punished for not clearing the ball. 2 goals tonight coming from not clearing the ball. Heck, even the third, because it was a penalty that came after they got back into the box after not clearing it. So 3-0. Tampa Spartans, you'd say that's probably the game, wouldn't you, Aim?
Yeah, I'd absolutely say that that's the game. 3 goals. It's going to be a mountain to climb back from this for Nova Southeastern.
23 minutes to do it, and they've had 1 shot on goal all match.
Spartans goal scored by number 27, Julie Detweiler.
And with that goal, my prediction has gone out of the water.
Yeah, that's it. The 2-1 prediction's over. But your aggregate score number still correct. So, yeah, I'll take that. I would take that. So, assist was by Lauren McDonald. So, Lauren McDonald, that is her 2nd assist of the season, and thus her 2nd collegiate assist.
Here, Tampa looking in cruise control here.
Yeah, they're going to close it out from here, you'd feel.
A good way to start your conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You want to start with a win. Start with a big win. That is Julia Detweiler's 2nd collegiate goal, her 1st goal of the season. She's got to be happy with that. She doesn't score often, the midfielder. But she transferred this season from Delaware State University.
Here's the referee telling.
So her 1st goal was a Spartan.
Here's the referee telling number 22 of Nova Southeastern, I believe that is. Number 20, I believe, Jessica Boncar.
This is going to be too long. He's gathered here for Brummel. Big opportunity for the Spartans to get a big win to start the season of conference play. Start with a 1-0 record. That's what you want. Look, whatever happens from here, it's going to be either a great win for the Spartans to take to start their season, or it's going to be a heck of a story. If they don't take this win from here, it would be a phenomenal write-up.
And it'll give them big confidence boost going into their upcoming season.
Yeah, of course, they'll be back here on Wednesday night. I'll be on the call for that one, so I'll be here for that. Otherwise, we've got 21 minutes to play. Tampa Spartans now 3-0 up on Nova Southeastern Sharks. If you have any questions you want answered in the last 20 minutes, shoot them my way. Chris H. Sport on Twitter.
Asgadon fighting with number 19 of
Yeah, there's that good turn from Askedon again.
And is that a foul there? But
if there's a foul there, it'd be against the Spartans.
Substitution for Nova.
I think that's the
On the
call,
field, number
actually.
26,
Yep.
Deja Holman.
So Deja Holman back on for the Sharks. Sedana Edwards out. I'm not really sure what this discussion is about, since she's given the free kick to the Sharks anyway. My personal opinion, she should stop the clock if she's going to. And a yellow card! And now she is going to stop the clock because it's a yellow card. So the clock will be stopped at 20:04. That is a really foolish yellow card. Like, you got the foul, and you're still getting a yellow for dissent. It's
I think she wanted a yellow card.
The yellow card has been issued to
not a great move.
Nova's number 33, Gabriela Alfaro.
Gabriela Alfaro getting that yellow card. It's her first yellow card of the season, her first yellow card in her career as a junior. She is a graduate student from San Jose, Costa Rica. She went to IMG.
Yeah, IMG Academy. It's quite the place. Great facilities. If you come out of IMG, you're bound to go.
Look, you got some talent. She hasn't seen much time this season, though. She's only played 2 games.
Substitution for Tampa. On the field, number 23, Gabby Desatels.
Gabby Desatels comes in. Sarasota native. That's Morse done. Probably done for the day, you'd say.
Absolutely. I'd really be wanting to rest my big players for the upcoming games now.
This will be Desatel's 3rd game in her collegiate career. Freshman
Looks like
defender.
that ball went out of play.
It's also a defensive change as well. Taking Morse off, bringing on a defender in Desatel's.
Looking to protect that lead, trying to get a clean sheet, I suppose.
She was an ECNL semi-finalist, which is the highest level of youth soccer for women, or at least was the highest level of elite soccer for women until the USSF Academy program start for the girls, which is happening very shortly. One scored 4 goals in a game. She's a defender, just like everybody to remember that when I say she scored 4 goals in a game.
Using her prowess to get past 3 Tampa Spartans, but here comes McDonald, I believe, on the ball. Wisman. The ball is cleared all the way up.
She's onside, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, assistant agrees with me, but it's cleared away anyway. Can't let you defend your attack and get goal side of you as a defender in that kind of scenario, and that's what the Sharks did. Bit of a disappointing game here for the Sharks. I was expecting a lot more from them.
Yeah.
But you
gotta defend well. I mean, judging by the 3 goals, it looks like one was a great shot, the other was a penalty, but then the 3rd goal, they should have done better.
Absolutely, should have done better on that one. Just, and really, like, all 3 are coming from defensive errors. It was a poor clearance that led to the first. Yes, a great strike, but if you're giving up possession in the box, there's always a risk that that's going to happen. And then a penalty, obviously a defensive error, you've given away a foul in the box. The 3rd one was definitely the most egregious, though. Opportunity,
here comes the Spartans once more. Nifty footwork.
Players running into the box.
Great chance for Askedon.
Comes off her back. But Tampa will keep it. Ball played back.
McDonald.
Shot.
What
that is a great save from Ramayana. That'll do her confidence well. Her 3rd save of her collegiate career.
Yeah, she definitely is not happy with her defenders tonight.
Honestly, she shouldn't be. They've just left her completely exposed all night. And that one, you can't keep clearing it to white shirts, and it's what they've done all night.
Yeah.
And I probably sound like a broken record. I probably sound harsh on the Sharks, and I don't mean to be, but
sometimes you need to be harsh on it.
So here we go again. Again, you see the defender standing right on the goal line, not really intending to do anything other than get in the way. Last corner worked. This might work again. It just gets in the way, cleared away by the Sharks, but again, only as far as another white shirt. I just don't get, you're 3-0 down. You need to have someone going forward to receive that ball, and they just don't have anyone. And with 16 minutes to play, they're almost certainly going to lose the game, but you probably, want to salvage some confidence out of this, But the Sharks will regroup. They got games coming up this week, but they'll be disappointed with this one. This has been probably their most disappointing performance of the year for them. For the Spartans, 3-goal win. It's, they're going to be really happy with this one. Great way to start conference play. Start with a win, probably go top of the standings. I haven't been keeping an eye on the other SSC games tonight.
Be another throw in for Nova Southeastern.
And the sub here, I think, for Nova. Yep. Two changes coming.
They should be trying to get a consolation goal at least.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more attacking players on. That looks like an attacking change there. Look, you want to take something out. You got to play again on Wednesday.
On the field, number 14, Amber Hamilton.
And you want to take something with you.
Number 33, Gabriela Alfaro.
So Hamilton back on the field.
Also for Nova.
Great ball in here. Is that a penalty? No. No call been given. Kilo definitely looking for
and Olivia Graham came in as well. Olivia Graham, fun fact, played a season of football for the Sharks. They got a couple of dual not for the Sharks, sorry, in high school. She played, I didn't look up what her team high school nickname was, but played a season of football for her high school, as well as 4 seasons of soccer, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, multi-talented.
Especially given those 2 seasons overlap.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's really impressive.
Takes big commitment.
Good footwork, works out well here. Good chance for the Spartans, just too heavy. No, Robiana to pick up the ball.
Yeah, she's really been vocal. I mean, she doesn't look too happy with her defenders.
Look, the scoreboard looks harsh on Robiana, but to be honest,
she's done all she can.
Look, it's just not her fault. She's been vocal. She's been getting at her defense. She's been telling her defense what she wants, and they just haven't really helped her out much.
3 saves tonight. 3 saves she's made. If it weren't for her, this could have easily have been 6-0.
I mean, her last save was a phenomenal save too. She's definitely got the talent, but just the chances that the Sharks defense allowed, really frustrating. And I know that the head coach John Constable is going to be disappointed because he played for Motherwell in Scotland. So he's knows his stuff. He'll be disappointed. He'll be expecting more. But a chance here for the Sharks.
Looks like Hikila's over this free kick.
She's had some good free kicks today. The Finland native.
Another
Sets
good
in well.
one.
They beat the offside trap.
Looks like the goalkeeper's injured, but she's by Megan Bromwell's.
Yeah, Megan Bromwell limping there.
Usually contacts with goalkeepers are giving us free kicks, but a referee waving that one on.
Honestly, I think if they were going to call anything there, it would have been the other way around for mine. I think Bromwell just kind of left the arm in a little too long for my liking, but not much intent there, but you don't need intent for a foul, of course. Only one foul needs intent.
It's a good turn. And the Spartans looking for another goal here, looking for number 4.
I mean, the throwing numbers forward.
Number 8, Quinn Knapp.
Quinn Knapp had another great game.
Footwork.
Good ball, just the run wasn't there.
Overran the ball.
Askedom just can't get the turn there. That's great work there from Paige Napolitano to stay on the ball for the Sharks. Opportunity here, but again, there's just not a teammate running up there. So
and the Sharks have the ball back.
Gemma House, the Nova Castrian, does some good work to get there. She challenges Rommel, but she just doesn't get the support there, and she's worked hard. The girl from Newcastle, but she just can't. Without support, what's she supposed to do in that scenario? The ball's going to go in. It'll go to Robayana. She'll pick it up. Sent along. That caught some wind. You don't want to let the ball bounce as a defense. Spartans get away with it there, but it's definitely not something you want on a clearance like that. Great work from both players there.
Yeah, great play.
So we got 11 minutes to wait. The Tampa 1, Nova Southeastern 0.
And we'll have another substitution for the Spartans. Looks like Asgadon will be going off.
Asgadon coming off.
And she's had a great game.
She's done real well. She's been active. She's been in a lot of the plays.
Been absolutely physical in the middle of the park.
Substitutions. First for Tampa. On the field, number 2, Kaylin Burrows.
Kaylin Burrows comes on. That's her first
12,
involvement today.
Asgadon.
Tampa native Kaylin Burrows gets a big cheer from the crowd.
Substitution for Nova. Number 17,
20th
Kirsten Russell, replaces number 20, Jessica Bonaclark.
Very rarely do you see homegrown players in your school, in your team. And that's one thing I'd really like to see, having a native in your.
And actually, two Tampa area natives as well, because the sub for Nova Southeastern was Kirsten Russell. She played at George Steinbrenner High School.
Oh, wow.
Named after long-serving mayor of Tampa. Made the state all-star team in high school. The junior, that's her 25th appearance.
It's a good long ball there, and they'll be chased down by Edwards, but it's out of play.
And so it'll be a goal kick here for the Spartans. Under 10 minutes to go now. The result's definitely in the bag. The question is whether it stays 3-0. Would you say it's a fair reflection of the game, mate?
Yeah, I'd say Tampa Spartans look in cruise control, and I think the one thing that Nova Southeastern should be happy with is that it's only just 3-0. Like, it seriously could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, there's certainly. I mean, we saw one phenomenal save. We saw one come off the bar. I think the big thing for Nova going forward will be, Robiana should be confident. I think she played well. I know that sounds a bit silly when her team's lost 3-0 and she's the goalkeeper, but I think she played really well, and I think she can be proud of how she acquitted herself in her first collegiate game. But obviously she'll be disappointed. Plenty to work on for the Sharks, and maybe a little for the Spartans.
Looks like she'll go for a shot, but
decent effort from Hakila. Went wide.
Way over the bar there, I believe, and wide, high and wide.
Of course, she has international experience, so she can definitely hit them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Finnish international.
Your Europeans, it's in their blood for soccer, isn't it?
Yeah, Finland probably the weaker of the Nordic, Scandinavian countries, you know, where they're certainly very strong in women's football. We see Sweden doing really well. Of course, long-serving US women's head coach, Pia Sundhage.
Yeah, Sweden, they played pretty well in the World Cup.
Yeah, without Zlatan too, of course.
Yeah, reaching the quarterfinals, losing out to England, 2-0.
Yeah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, of course, now in MLS with Los Angeles FC.
I mean LA Galaxy, I believe.
LA Galaxy.
Yes.
I'm already messing that up. There's two teams in LA now. I'll just call them Chivas USA. That'll be... I'll really confuse everybody. Yeah, he's with the Galaxy because he scored that stunning goal in the first ever LA derby.
Yeah, absolutely. What a goal that was.
I missed out on getting him see him play when he played for Manchester United because he got injured, didn't get the memo that I was coming to the game. It's a disappointment. But that's okay.
Great footwork there by Hakila.
Yeah, Hakila, been real star for the Sharks. I think she's going to have a strong season.
I mean, I think the Spartans have absolutely kept her out well, but ball won back here by number 23, Gabby DeSittles.
Yeah, Hakila's already got 2 goals and 3 assists this season for the Sharks, so she's certainly dangerous.
Yeah, she's definitely, I would say, the talisman, the taliswoman of this Nova Southeastern, but as they say, every time you have a taliswoman, you need a good supporting cast.
Yeah, you need a striker. It's what sets the difference between really good teams and really great teams.
Yeah, as you see, like not all teams have not all players can say they have a good supporting cast.
Great opportunity here for the Spartans. And can they send it wide again? They do. Good move.
Shot
comes, it's just over the bar.
So I was saying there, great play from the Spartans.
Yeah, just real good teamwork across. It's not the traditional way to get a switch of play, but a really smart move. It's got the defense scrambling. I think she had more time than she realized there. I think Rabayana would have had that covered had it not gone over the bar, but goes over the bar. 6 minutes to play. Tampa 3. Nova Southeastern.
Coming back to my previous point of having a good supporting cast, what do you think of Lionel Messi and the differences between Brazil and Argentina right now?
Yeah, I mean, Argentina have long had a history of having one just stellar player. You know, you think back to Maradona, and that's going to be the end of Rabayana's debut. So she's put in a solid 85 minutes on her collegiate debut, and we see a goalkeeping change there.
Yeah, very rarely do we see a goalkeeping change.
First for Tampa, number 11.
She'll get statistically credited with the loss.
Number 15, Lauren McDonald.
So Mia Brantley comes in, her first action today, another Tampa native, sophomore defender. 6th game of the season.
Tequila with another shot, but Megan Bromwell had that covered.
Replaces number 18, Jessica O'Connor.
So Mia Brantley was coached 16, by a University of Tampa alum in Shannon Scott when she was in high school.
And a goalkeeper change. 0-1, Shannon Hardy.
Shannon Hardy has been the goalkeeper sub. I really thought before the game that she'd be the starter. She's played 4 games already this season. They've all been starts, so this is her first time off the bench, but she has allowed 10 goals, so perhaps the reason there for the Sharks wanting to change it up, but she's
substitution for Tampa.
Been the routine starter.
Well, based on today's display, I don't think they should be blaming their goalkeepers. I think the defenders have been
yeah, that's my fear, woeful. Is that they're gonna blame Rabayana for that, but there's not much she could have done. Alex Jackson, the other Tampa sub, junior defender from Greensboro, North Carolina, transferred last year from the University of Louisville. Made the SSC honor roll last season. Tampa really have a number of great student athletes that really own that student part, as do the Sharks as well. Have a lot of players on the pitch today that made the honor roll for the conference. They should all be very proud of taking that student part of student athlete very seriously. We don't always see that. Good ball here, great opportunity for the Sharks. If she can play it through, she's on. But just couldn't get that touch through.
A great defensive work there by Tampa Spartans, number 8.
Oh, just a heavy touch, it's run out.
Nap.
It's unfortunate for Loaiza there. Just couldn't control it. Junior midfielder, forensic science
Here
major.
Here comes Tequila once more, giving it to their number 17, Russell. Tampa will...
Yeah, it's a corner. That's why they were trying to run onto it and stop it, but unfortunately just ran out of pitch. There's not a lot of space, so the
just
Spartans
under 3 minutes to go of this game.
I'll tell you what, if the Sharks come back, it's going to be really impressive. It's going to be we're going to get very excited if the Sharks manage to score 3 goals in 3 minutes.
Yeah, but very rarely do you see that.
I once saw a team score 31 goals in a game, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I believe that was Australia against American Samoa.
It was Australia against American Samoa in
I believe there's actually a film about American Samoa.
Yeah, Next Goal Wins.
Yeah, absolutely. I highly recommend it.
Great film. It's all about their turnaround in recent years. They're ranked in the top 200, as they like to remind me whenever I'm disappointed about Australia going downhill. I always get a message from the American Samoa coach. Did you see the rankings? We're up to 174. So
I mean, American Samoa, they're pretty close to qualifying for the 2014 World Cup, I believe.
They nearly made the last round of Oceania qualifying. They were 1 goal away from making the last
not many
round.
Oceania teams have qualified for the World Cup since 2014, I believe.
That will change. In 2022, Oceania will be guaranteed a spot, so New Zealand should be qualifying for every World Cup from here on out, now that Australia is in Asia. But we've only seen in the history of the World Cup, Oceanian teams have only qualified 3 times. Australia in 74, New Zealand in 78. Oh no, it's been 4 times. Australia in 2006 and New Zealand in 2010. 4
1
times.
minute remaining in the second half.
As we enter the final minute here, Tampa 3, Nova Southeastern 0. Obviously the game's won for the Spartans. It's probably petering out, you'd say. It's been kind of fading for the last 5-10 minutes.
Absolutely, Tampa looked in good control of the game, especially in the second half, despite I'd say the rough start. But it wasn't really that bad of a start. I mean, Nova Southeastern, they just looked more threatening on the ball at the start of the game, but then as the game went on, Tampa started feeling more comfortable on the ball, started dictating the play, the tempo, and it's been Tampa ever since the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, Tampa are going to take a lot of confidence out of this one going into the rest of conference play. They'll be back here Wednesday night, same time, same place. So if you've enjoyed this one, be sure to join us then. If you can't, tune in, same place. I'll be here on the commentary. That is full time.
The end of the game, Tampa 3, Nova Southeastern goal scored by Emily Cady, Moiko Morse, and Julia Tutwiler.
Yeah, been a